Hey friends, let's get started painting the background for our Eric Carle collage. So what's going to happen is you have a plate that you're going to share with the person diagonal from you, and on that plate there is a large bit of blue, a little bit less white, a little bit less black, a little bit less red. So you have a lot of blue because you need that color the most. And you are sharing with your partner, so you can't be a paint hog. You have to share, and you can make your own colors. You and your partner don't have to use the same exact thing. So what you're going to do is you are going to be making a color for your sky, which is this little strip right here that goes down to that horizontal line. Then you need a water color. This would be a different color than the sky color, so your blues need to be different. And then, believe it or not, this is going to be land. This section right here that looks like part of an oval, that will be land. So you need, and that actually, I want that to be black because it's actually a city. And so, and we're going to put buildings all in this space right here. So we're going to do that black. So two different blues you get to mix, and then you'll do black, or you could even do gray. Gray is fine for the patch of land. This is kind of supposed to be like Manhattan. So Manhattan is surrounded by the Hudson River. So that's kind of what we're going for. So first off, for your sky, I would do a lighter blue. So maybe blue and white. You can put a tiny bit of red in there. Remember, red and blue make violet, so be careful with that. And then when you get ready to do your water, you can put more red and make it look even more purple if you want to. Or you could put blue with a little bit of black. Be careful with the black because it's very strong and it will overpower and just make your water look black. So be careful when you're adding strong colors because you only need a tiny amount of that. You can always add more, but you can't take it away if you put too much in. So first thing, I'm just going to make blue and white for my sky. That's up to you what you make. And I'm just going to take a little scoop of white and move it over, and a little scoop of blue and move it over to a clean spot on the plate. And you need to mix in a very small area because remember, you and your neighbor are sharing, so they need to have room to mix also. So you can see I've got a nice little puddle of light blue there. So you are going to paint from that black line down where the black line is and the word top. Do not paint above that black line. So if this is going to be my sky, I'm going to start on the edge and I'm going to work my way across and go all the way over, and I'm going to get a little bit more paint and I'm going to fill in to the horizon line, and then I'll stop because then I want to make another blue for my water that's completely different. Okay, so I'm doing a light blue, and I want everybody to start with your sky. Yours could even be lighter than that. If you put more white in it, that's totally up to you. Okay, I'm not gonna wash my brush. I'm not giving you guys water, so I'm just gonna wipe a little bit of that off. And now I wanna make a darker blue for my water. So again, I'm gonna take another scoop of blue and move it over. And then I'm gonna try a little bit of red in this to see what it looks like. And it made it very violet, so I'm gonna put a little bit more blue in that. And maybe just a touch of white. And I kind of like that. That's actually kind of pretty. So you can see it's very dark on the camera, but in person it's not quite that dark. So what I'm going to do now is try to paint a nice clean line over to the land. I'm just going to kind of outline around the land, and then I'm going to paint in the rest of the water. Okay, so I need a little bit more, and this kind of goes around, so I'm going to finish out my water over here. Okay, after you finish water, then you are going to do the land. And remember, I said that it's going to be like a city, so plain black is fine. I may even try like a charcoal kind of gray, a very dark gray. Don't worry about your blue being in the brush. It's not going to really affect it. Because remember what I said about black being a very, very strong color. And so we're just going to paint that. Try to get your edges really neat so that when we get ready to do the collage part of this, this is really going to look like Manhattan. It's going to look like a patch of land where the city is built. So just go slow, try to be neat at your edges and fill that in. As soon as you're done painting, you have the sky and the water and the land, you're going to take your brush and you're going to put it in the green bucket at the sink. It's going to have soapy water in it. And then you will bring your artwork to the drying rack. Please carry it on your placemat. And we will clean up anything else that needs to be cleaned up. Whoever is last to use the plate of paint can put that in the garbage. Okay, so I'm just going to try to very carefully get that edge nice and clean. Okay, so that's basically it for today. And the next time when this is dry, we're going to take our painted papers and we're going to make like skyscrapers that will stick up off of this piece of land. And we probably might add a sun or something like that over here. So you can kind of see where we're going with this. I hope this all makes sense. I'll be walking around. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Remember, dirty brushes go in the green bucket in the sink. Artwork gets carried to the drying rack on your placemat. And then plates of paint go in the trash when the last person's done.